Hey, what is happening, everyone? It's Troy from Disney Assembled. Why am I yelling? I'm like a foot away from the phone. No reason to yell. Hope you're having a great day. Thank you for joining in. If you're joining in, I hope you had a fantastic day. I am here on Wednesday night, back at the ballpark, waiting for the little boy to be finished up. So, hope you're doing well. Hope you are enjoying the show. Mimi and I have continued to put things out. We're really enjoying doing the shows for you. Hope you, if you have listened to this week's show, hope you've enjoyed that, where we did a Keep It, Fix It, or Scrap It Marvel Cinematic Universe game. We did our sort of a little bit of a roundup on Falcon and Winter Soldier. We did we did a really fun YouTube live session a couple weeks ago, last week, right before the Falcon and Winter Soldier finale, where we did some predictions. So head on over to our YouTube channel and check that out. And if you've seen the finale of Falcon and Winter Soldier, you can compare our predictions to that. That was a lot of fun. But yeah, we had a great time. We talked about that. And we did our little game with the MCU. This week's episode, we're not quite sure yet what we're going to be doing, but I think it's going to be fun. We have some ideas in the works. We also are lining up some guests for the show coming up in the next few months. It's very hard for us to do guests every week or frequently because of our busy schedules. You know, Mimi's in school and busy with other stuff, and so we often have a really tight window on when we can do our recording, and sometimes it just doesn't line up that we can do that with a guest, because they have, their lives to live too. So we are looking, we do have a couple of guests lined up. We're also looking to possibly have some people join us live when we go on either Facebook or YouTube. We have not done live on our Facebook page yet, and that's something we probably should look into doing, because I think it'll be fun. And if you're not following us on Facebook, just check us out over there, so that when we do have a live session, you can join in over there too. But we really enjoy the Instagram. Has been great. Twitter, and we do it once in a while, not as much, but Instagram is really where we do most of our posts, as well as on our Facebook page. So check us out there. We also, Mimi doesn't do it as much, but I will do these Instagram live sessions, mostly before I go out to watch him play baseball while I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting to go. So yeah, that's about it. Disneyland had a preview for cast members and friends and family. We don't live in California, so we can't go, but it looks like it was great. If you saw the video, they did like a live video that's on their YouTube channel now. I think it's Disney Parks Blog YouTube channel, where they had like a big intro, and then they lit up the castle, and it was really, really cool. If you haven't seen that video yet, you really ought to check it out. It was a lot of fun to watch that, and yeah, those of you who love Disneyland like we do, it was really cool to see the castle lit up again. But I know a lot of other Instagrammers, podcasters, YouTube content creators are going to be heading back to Disneyland at the end of this week, or over the weekend, and then into next week. And so I know we are eager to see your posts from in the parks, and eager to share that joy that you're going to be sharing with us. We're eager to share it with you. So there's that. What else is happening? We're looking forward to Loki coming out soon. Shoot us a thumbs up if you're excited for the Loki series. I think it's going to be really good. May 4th is next week, and so that's a big Star Wars day. The Bad Batch episodes will come out next week, I believe, on the 4th. I'm really excited for that. Hey, thank you. There's a thumbs up for the Loki series. So, yes, absolutely, the Bad Batch is going to be really good. Star Wars Day is coming. I know at the school that I work at, since I'm in charge, we allow kids to dress up as Star Wars characters or wear Star Wars t-shirts or whatever on Star Wars Day. So yeah, that ought to be a lot of fun. I know if you're a Shop Disney person, there may be some May 4th. And actually, May 4th, is May 4th Sunday or Monday? Is it on a weekday? I can't remember if it's on a weekday this year or not. Rachel, happy birthday. May 3rd is your birthday. Congratulations. And the official Dash Par, May 31st is your birthday. Congratulations. Sharing a birthday month with the, I guess it's not really Star Wars' birthday. It's more of a celebration of Star Wars on May the 4th. Good for you. Congratulations. I hope you have a fantastic birthday. I hope all your birthday wishes come true, whatever they may be. Hopefully they're good things. Hopefully your birthday wish isn't a bad thing. Hopefully all the good things you wish for on your birthday come true. So congratulations for that. Fantastic. What else? Bad Batch coming out. I am excited. I finished last night watching the original sort of, I don't remember what it was, the old Clone Wars sort of. It's in the Disney Plus Star Wars, I don't know, vintage collection or whatever it is. You're welcome. So it was like an original Clone Wars that came out, and I didn't watch it originally when it came out, before the series that everyone really identifies as Clone Wars. So I watched it, and it's different, and I kind of liked it. I think it was pretty cool. So the official Dash Par, I'm going to Disneyland on June 4th through the 6th. Fantastic. I'm so happy for you. I really, really am. We miss going to Disneyland. We went, the last time we were able to go was way back in 2017. And so congratulations on that. Are you being at Disneyland or at DCA? Will you be able to go in and see the Avengers Campus? I think that opens on June 4th. Ah, very good. Well, we're kind of jealous. So last summer we were supposed to do a big road trip from where we live out that direction, and we were going to see Avengers Campus last summer when it was supposed to open and everything else, but of course, that didn't happen. Very good. I'm so glad that you get to go. I know when it opens up again, Mimi and I are going to be itching to get out there and spend some time at Disneyland and DCA, which we love going to it. If you see random people walking by, it's because baseball sessions are letting out and people are heading home, so they'll be walking by the car in the parking lots. I don't know where we're gonna go. My wife and my son they don't dislike Disney, but they're not the huge Disney fans, so getting them to go to the parks is a little bit of a challenge. So Mimi and I are sort of we're working on a plan, maybe for just the two of us to go. Because of the podcast, we need to get back to the parks and check things out. Hey, I'm wearing a Disney Assembled, the original Disney Assembled logo shirt. This is not for sale anymore in our TeePublic store for various reasons. But if you, and not saying you need to go to our store, but if anyone is watching the video, I think there's a flash sale at TeePublic, 30% off everything. And so I know some people had contacted me today about, one of our patrons on Patreon contacted me today to let me know he was going there to check that out. So that's all good. What else? If you're listening to the podcast, is there a particular topic you'd want us to talk about in the future? We're always asking on the podcast, we ask people to shoot us an email or a message to let us know, maybe some ideas for things you'd like us to talk about. And, we'd be happy to consider that. So if you're watching this video and you have an idea for a show topic, let us know and we'll look into maybe doing some of that too, which is a lot of fun. But Avengers Campus ought to be a lot of fun. I'm actually interested in the Doctor Strange Sanctum area because I don't know what that's going to be like, but I think it's going to be really cool with some technology. And of course, the Spider-Man animatronic swinging over the campus, doing those flips and stuff. I think that's going to be really cool. So I can't wait to see video of that from the park. So the official Dash Par, I hope you get to see all of that stuff. I think it's going to be really cool. And the Pym Kitchen food, apparently there'll be different weird-sized foods in there. So there you go. Andrew in. Thanks, Andrew. How are you? I'm wearing the shirt, Andrew. I know you'd reached out today. I got mine on. We don't sell these anymore. You know what's really, here's what I've learned. We've tried a few different designs with our little Mickey microphone piece, and we don't sell a lot of merch, which is cool. But for some reason, Disney like contacts TeePublic and claims that we're doing some kind of copyright violation. And I think it's just the ears. I think the black ears, they claim that that's sort of a copyright thing. So that's why if you look at our new logo on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter, we've replaced the ears with sort of like sound waves coming out that are like half circles, sort of. And hopefully we're thinking about doing like releasing that on some merch and then taking it off real quick so we don't get copyright struck. I don't think we will, though. I don't see how they can copyright strike sound waves. But that's why these aren't for sale anymore. We just have some more fun designs up. And we're working on a couple of things. I am working on a series of graphics that sort of talk about I don't know, Disney related like mottos and like we believe statements. So like, you know, things like we believe the force is strong in everybody, you know, little sayings like that. We might put those on t-shirts and stuff. But we don't really do this for the t-shirt sales and all that stuff. I mean, we do it for the fun of it. We do it because we enjoy talking to each other, Mimi and I, about Disney. And we do it because the feedback on the show has been so positive and people enjoy it. And they're getting a lot of fun and joy in their lives out of listening to us. So that's why we do the show. And of course, and Andrew can attest to this because he's one of our great patrons over on Patreon. Thank you. You know, if you love the show and you want to support it more, the best thing you can do is tell your friends and leave a 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. That would be fantastic. If you want to do even more than that, you can visit our store and consider buying some of our merch. The other thing is we have 2 ways for you to support the show monetarily other than buying from our merch store, which we don't make really a whole lot off of that anyway. And I should also mention, I mention this frequently, all the money, all the funds that we receive for the show through either Patreon or otherwise, all that goes into Mimi's like college fund. So we're not making a huge living off of this, but it's a little bit here and there to help us out, to help her out, because, you know, I think this podcast would be really cool for her. So there you go. The reassembled episodes are so much fun. That's right. So Andrew is mentioning the fact that if you are a patron on Patreon at any level, so we have 3 different levels, any level of patron gets exclusive Patreon only Disney reassembled episodes where Mimi and I sit down and she does most of the talking, and we either go back over old episodes or we talk about some behind the scenes stuff. We've even done Marvel assembled episode recently where we did a deep dive into Falcon and Winter Soldier. We'll need to do another one of those for Loki. We'll need to do one maybe for the Black Widow movie and all that stuff. So yeah, there are extra content on Patreon, and depending on the level of that you are in, you get free gifts as well. So one level gets either a free sticker or magnet or a mug from our store. One level gets you a free t-shirt. Yeah, Star Wars, and we could do some Star Wars episodes, certainly. Thanks. That's a great idea. I know Mimi likes Star Wars, but she's not as much into the Star Wars stuff as I am. Hi, Disney World family. Thank you for joining. It's nice to see you. But yeah, some Disney World assembled, possibly in our Patreons too. For some people, a subscription membership to the podcast on Patreon is not their thing, and that's cool. If it's not your thing, it's really no big deal. Yeah, Andrew, I just mentioned Bad Batch is starting next week. We're really excited about that. One thing we did start is on our website, DisneyAssembled.com. There's a link on the left side of the page that says buy us a Dole Whip. And I think it's also in our show notes of all the episodes. So again, if a monthly membership is not your thing, and again, I'm not I'm really not trying to push anyone to subscribe or give us any money. That's just, if you love the show and you want to help us out a little bit, it's like a tip. The Buy Us a Dole Whip thing is kind of like a tip jar. So it's a one-time thing, and it's just real simple. So, but again, no big deal. This isn't our job. We do this for fun. We do this because it makes people happy, and it gives me and I something to talk about. If you've listened to the show long enough, you'll know that we started this during the pandemic over a year ago. We're 63 episodes into this thing now. And really, it was just about me I'll be 50 years old this year, as a 50-year-old father, trying to stay connected to my 15-year-old daughter in her life, and using our love for Disney as a way to make sure we carve out enough time each week to spend with each other. I think it's really important for parents and their children to spend time together, just talking and hanging out. So that's why we do this. And of course, all of you wonderful people who have supported us have been fantastic, and we can't thank you enough. It's really great when we see those a great rating on Apple Podcasts and we read it, and it really makes us happy. If we get a great a nice note to us, a DM on Instagram or Facebook, or an email from someone that tells us how much they are enjoying the show, it really means the world to us, and we really do appreciate it. So thank you for all of that. Thank you very much. We are, like I said, hoping to get back to a Disney park at some point relatively soon, even if it's just Mimi and I going. And so if that ever happens, I'm sure we'll let you guys know. And that way, if you happen to find yourselves at the park, you can look for us, and we'll be happy to say hi, or whatever you want. It'll be good stuff. What do you want to talk about? So there are a couple people in the show. What do you want to talk about? Anything in particular? Andrew, I know you would love to go to the parks with us. You know what? If we plan it, perhaps we can make that happen. If you pay, we'll go. How's that? If you pay for it, we will be there. Bad Batch. All right, let's talk about Bad Batch. So from the commercials, it looks as if the Bad Batch are not under the control chip of the Empire, because otherwise it would be after Order 66, and so they would be theoretically under the control, hunting Jedi and doing whatever the Emperor wants. So it doesn't look like that's the case. It looks like they're sort of maybe fugitives, and they find themselves in these situations where they have to use their skills to help people out and do stuff. That's what it kind of feels like to me. They removed their chips. Okay, maybe so. I don't know. Maybe the chips didn't work because they're altered, because they are a, quote, bad batch, and the chips just doesn't work in there for them. But it looks like in the commercial that Tarkin, so if you're a Star Wars person, you know that Grand Admiral Tarkin, or Grand Moff Tarkin, was on the original Death Star, right? And I think that Tarkin is sending out, troops to go find them. I think we may also see in Bad Batch how the Empire went from clone troopers to regular human troopers, because at some point they phased out the clone troopers and went to regular human troopers. So I think we'll see some of that in the show. And it looks like along the way they pick up some kid, and now the kid is in their care and they're traveling around doing their thing. So listen, I loved Clone Wars. I loved Rebels. I kind of liked Resistance. Of the three, Resistance was probably my least favorite, even though I did enjoy it. It got really good at the end. But I think Bad Batch will be good. I enjoyed the Bad Batch characters in that final season of Clone Wars. That was cool. I don't know how many seasons of Bad Batch we're going to get, because I don't know how many stories you can really do with that group. So I'm thinking maybe 1 or 2 seasons at the most. Star Wars Resistance only went for 2 seasons. And so I'm thinking Bad Batch will probably only go for 2 seasons. If that. But that's just my prediction. We'll see what happens. All right. You couldn't get into Resistance? Yeah, it was hard. You have to fight through the earlier episodes. Near the end of season 1 and into season 2, and then how it ended was pretty interesting. Because once they got into, the Star Killer base and all that stuff, because you'll see if you watch Resistance all the way through the end, there are scenes where in the Force Awakens, when they fire the Star Killer base's weapon, and it destroyed all those planets, the main character in Resistance's family was on one of those planets, and so he sees all that happening. So, but it was okay. It was okay. But Rebels and regular Clone Wars was really good. It was really good. All right, we're about 7:45. Andrew, thanks for sticking in there. I think I'm going to head out to the field and watch the rest of this baseball practice. Thanks for joining. Be well. Take care of each other out there. And until next time, we'll see you real soon.